Hello students, today I would like to discuss with you for paper 2 additional maths new format KSSM syllabus. So for paper 2, alright, the timing is 2 hours. I would like to discuss the first set of the module. So before I start, I would like to introduce to you the paper 2 consists of 3 sections, which is so-called section A. We have 7 questions, altogether 50 marks. Compulsory. Section A is a must to answer, right? And then for section B, you need to choose 3 questions out of 4 questions, alright? You have 4 questions. You can attempt all the 4, but the highest mark will go to the first 3. So if you don't have the time, you just answer 3 questions will do. And section C, you need to answer 2 questions, and you have 4 choice. You can choose 2, right? So altogether is 100 marks for paper 2. Now let's have a look at the sample question of paper 2 section A. Is 64 marks. Section A. Section A for paper 2 should be 50 marks, right? I think this one is wrong. It should be 50 marks for paper 2. Section A for paper 1 is 64 marks, but for paper 2 is 50 marks. Alright, so now let's see. This is a paper 2. So we're going to discuss a few questions on paper 2. Let's see. Paper 2, section A, answer all questions compulsory. Now let's see the first question. You're given the function gx, px plus q, and p and q are constant. That means p and q are not given. And also you're given the fx, 3x minus 4, and gfx. Okay, so you are given the function g fx. So normally we will write like this. We want to identify the object and the function. That means g. So if function is g, we will copy down the g. So I'm going to show you how to answer. So you just copy g fx here, right? This is gfx. It was given. The gfx was given, so this is the answer actually, in fact. So I just show you how I do. So from the function g, this is px plus q, right? So I write it down here, gf equal to px plus q. Actually this one is an object. So if you substitute a object here, this is an object. So this one will be the object, right? Okay, so you have to substitute fx into here because it was given gx, right? So now you want to substitute with the object fx. So here you have to put in fx, alright, plus q. So basically when you start with a function, we always identify what function is that. If gx equal to px plus q, so you just do like this. You erase this thing, you fill up with fx like this. This is the fx. That means here the x you replace with the fx. Here you replace with the fx. Object will change only, the rest remain unchanged. And then this gfx was given, is here 6x plus 5. Okay, so you can just use it. 6x plus 5 equal to pfx plus q, right? Okay, and then the fx was given or not? Yeah, the fx was given. Let's see, where is the fx? 3x minus 4. Let's substitute in. Okay, so this is p, okay, plus q. Here we write 3x minus 4. Okay, now we will simplify before we can do comparison. So 3px, then here minus 4q, minus 4p plus q, right? Expansion, right? Minus 4p So this is 6x plus 5, 6x plus 5. Alright, so now we can do comparison. How to do comparison is we highlight this one is so-called as coefficient. Coefficient is a number that multiply with x, so we highlight like this, and then we use the other color to highlight to show that we do comparison. This one is positive 5. The whole thing here should be positive 5. Okay, so we just highlight like this. Then there are two color only. These two color exactly the same. So we can say 3p equal to 6. Then p equal to 2. Then since we got p already, right? We can substitute the p. It's 2 here. Plus q equal to 5. So it's negative 8 plus q equal to 5. So the q is 13. Right, that's how you solve the composite function. Now let's see the part B how to do. For part B, given the inverse function, you're given the inverse function, right? Condition is x cannot be equal to m. M is a constant and gx is 3 plus x. Find the function in terms of the m. Okay, so we are given the gx. Now we got the inverse. Okay, let's find gx. Now we have to use the previous gx given, right? Okay, let's use it's related to the question just now. So let's see, we have the space to do. Okay, I'm going to do here. We want to find the function f in terms of m first. So if you are given the inverse, you want to find the function back. The way to do is the same like you are finding inverse when the function given. So you let y equal to inverse of the f. Alright, so we will do here y equal to 4 over m minus x, right? So if you can find the x, that means you can find the function. The same story. Okay, so we just try to multiply. So we try not to expand, because if you expand you found that it's very troublesome. So we will do like this. Okay, so if you expand it's okay, but I prefer, because the x is here already, right, in the bracket, so I will prefer to let the x remain as the factor. So now I want to shift my x to this side, then this one it have to go to the other side, so it become m minus 4 over y equal to x, right? So that means if I got the x, I have a function. So here I can convert to 4. Everything change to x because the function is having the object x, right? So I can write my function is, make the denominator the same. You times with the x here over x, so it becomes mx minus 4 over x. Alright, because the denominator got x, so x cannot be equal to 0. Alright, this is a function that we found. Okay, so we have found the function already. Now let's discuss part 2. For part 2, we are going to solve the m. So we have f inverse and m. F inverse, these are 1. So that means we take m squared plus 7, because this thing is 1, is equal to g. What is our gx? Let's see, our gx is 3 plus x, right? So if gx is 3 plus x, so if I'm going to substitute with the object, this thing, 2 plus m, the whole thing square. Okay, so I will write 3, then this whole thing I will substitute with the object here, which is 2 plus m square, right? So it's equal to 3 plus 2 plus m square. Okay, so let's expand carefully. 3 plus 4 plus 4m plus m square is equal to m square plus 7. So now let's see, we can cancel out this one, and then we have 7 and 4m. That means we have 4m, here got 7 minus 7 is equal to 4m. Wow, so we have m is 0. Why? Because m is 0 over 4, so answer is 0 for the m. So that's all my sharing on question number 1 for paper 2. Till then, bye bye and have a nice day. So these are the answer for the question 1 for the scheme of the marks GFX. Okay, let's have a look. GFX was given, this is GFX. Right, so let me highlight GFX. It was given PX, this is 1 mark, 3P equal to 6. Okay, solve the P and Q, the steps, and the P is 12 and the Q is 13, so it was 3 marks. Then for part 2, the function, okay, that we obtain from inverse function, and then we will find the fx. Then denominator is x, so x cannot be equal to 0, and then we have to solve this one, m is equal to 0. Okay, then this one is paper 2, section A, question number 1 on composite function, inverse function, and function.